The Good Morning America show that Robin Roberts hosted will live on in everyone's memory.
As we watch her play, we can all remember when we were kids and think back on simpler times.
Without her, the Emmy-winning Good Morning news program never would have achieved its height.
Despite her on-air success, she struggled mightily with her physical and mental well-being off-screen.
So, what went wrong?
Here we have the tragic tale of our beloved Robin Roberts. A youngster was Robin Roberts before her fame, beauty, and role as host of one of the most famous news programs ever came. Though she entered this world in Tuskegee, Alabama, she spent her formative years on the Gulf Coast in a tiny town called Christian, Mississippi, where athletics played an equal role to family. Robin, as you may have observed when seeing her on television, had boundless energy as a youngster and was a fierce competitor in sports like basketball and tennis. In the reflected light both on and off the playing fields. However, her dedication to her studies was just as strong in the classroom as it had been on the field. Past Christian High, from which she graduated in 1979 as salutatorian, is a prime example.
Robin Roberts had a successful college career after making some surprising choices in high school.
First, she had gotten an offer to attend LSU through a basketball scholarship program, which she turned down due to her lack of interest in the school's massive campus and her strong athletic abilities. But on a whim, she stopped to take a tour of Southeastern Louisiana University's campus as she was leaving work one day, and she ended up enrolling there. At the end of Roberts' last year, she was informed that she would receive a journalism scholarship, even though there was only one remaining, tennis.
Roberts quickly became a starter for the women's basketball team after enrolling at the university.
With 1,446 points and 1,034 rebounds, the athlete finished last season in third position on the Southeastern all-time scoring chart. There were only 3 other students in her class who had both 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, thus she joined an exclusive club. With a 27.6 point per match average in her final year of college, she demonstrated on the court that she was unstoppable. Southeastern also retired her jersey, number 21, on February 5, 2011, as a token of appreciation for all she did for the club.
She had a formative experience during her time at university. The future success of one's profession and one's accomplishments.
After her older sister Sally and became a news anchor for Newgrounds New Orleans, she went on to earn a bachelor's degree in communication from Southeastern Louisiana University after graduating with honors in 1983. However, these factors did not constitute Robin's identity or the man we were fortunate enough to witness throughout the years, making him one of the greatest news anchors of all time. Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts, her father, was a Tuskegee Airman adolescent African-American fighter pilot during World War II and had a profound impact on her life. That courageous and devoted man was him.
Additionally, Robin's mimicked it.
Robin inherited her father's and mother's Lucimerian strength through their shared speech patterns.
Several insignificant events that ultimately shaped her into the person she eventually became.
Notably, Robin was the youngest of 4 children. Her older brother and 2 sisters served as role models that she tried to follow but ultimately failed to do so.
Discipline, determination, and Delord were her parents' guiding principles, which she outlined in a 2006 address at Abilene Christian University.
The ideals that drove this hard-working woman as she emerged into the world and prepared to make her own path are taken from the culture that she fostered throughout her life. She did, in fact, forge her own way.
We might say that Robin Roberts' path to broadcast journalism was perilous.
As soon as she earned her degree in 1983 from Southeastern Louisiana University, she secured a position as a permanent news anchor in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Nevertheless, she continued to pursue her passion for sports by working as a weekend sports anchor at W for a couple of stints.
The Hattiesburg Dam.
It wasn't the most prestigious choice, but it would put her on the road to her dream job at ESPN, so it was worth it.
After just 9 months on the job at W,
she was hired again for a position in the sports area by the same station that had given her a full-time job opportunity, DAM. This is where her potential to participate in athletics first presented itself. Because of this new information, she uprooted her life and began working as a sports reporter and anchor for WLOX in Biloxi, Mississippi. She stayed for over 2.5 years. For her, it was at this point that everything began to click into place. With each calculated step, Roberts accumulated more and more experience and prepared herself for the next level.
She became a sports anchor and sportswoman for Nashville's WSMV-TV in 1986, merging with a bigger station market.
There was no significant effort here, things were merely lukewarm. To that end, she changed careers in 1988 and took a job in Atlanta, Georgia, covering major league teams like the Braves. She felt this role would set her up for the opportunity she had always wanted with ESPN by exposing her to high-profile sports reporting.
She finally got her wish for ESPN in 1990. With her goals and abilities in mind, Roberts joined ESPN as a host on *SportsCenter* and appeared on *NFL Primetime*.
As her career progressed, she became one of the most respected and well-known American television journalists, and in 1995, she became a member of the iconic Good Morning America team. One of the most recognizable faces from Good Morning America is, of course, Robin Roberts.
GMA, and as we've already established, she had already accumulated the necessary experience to take on the role. In the early 1990s, Rebecca Roberts worked for the ESPN SportsCenter, where her positive attitude and charisma won over fans. During this time, she also began making guest appearances on Good Morning America, which increased her visibility and gave her a unique voice on ABC's morning shows. In 2005, she became a full-time GMA co-anchor after joining the network. Her performance was outstanding. Everyone looked at her. The show became what many of us remember it for after Diane Sawyer joined the cast, and things got even better with George Stephanopoulos' arrival. The audience loved Roberts because of her genuine and pleasant demeanor. This was a major factor in GMA's surge to the top spot in the morning ratings, which it hadn't held since its inception, surpassing even NBC's famous Current show. Roberts developed a reputation at GMA for both her journalistic prowess and her resiliency as an individual. Her treatment for an uncommon blood condition necessitated a leave of absence in 2012. The aftermath of her previous struggle with breast cancer. For her and the fans who had cheered her on throughout her journey, her 2013 return to GMA was a moment of victory. Robert is one of the most beloved individuals in broadcast journalism because to her talent for connecting with people, whether on or off screen. She has become a respected figure in American television throughout her time at GMA, and the tale of how she overcame obstacles in her personal and professional life remains an inspiration to this day. They say that no rose is free of thorns. The unexpected diagnosis of cancer was the thorn in Robin's rose-filled and flourishing life. Robin Roberts' first major battle with breast cancer began in 2007. Her diagnosis sent shockwaves around the globe, and treatment became an absolute necessity. Robert took the plunge when most individuals would have crumbled under the weight of the fast proliferation of cancer cells. Particularly with Good Morning America viewers, she was forthright about her cancer diagnosis. Fortunately, she managed to pull through, but as she pointed out, there is always the risk of causing more ailments while treating one. Reason being, 5 years down the road, the treatment's side effects manifested as myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, a very limited form of cancer. Undoubtedly, this new information rocked Roberts to her core, and in August 2012, she announced on her TV show that she was quitting her daily show on GMA because of the complications stemming from her fight with cancer. However, her declaration elicited an immediate and significant response, befitting the sensation that she is. A lot of people don't hear much about myelodysplastic syndromes, MDS, or the need for bone marrow donors, but she educated the audience on both throughout her talk about her disease. An unprecedented 1,800% increase in donor registrations was recorded in a single day by the nonprofit Be The Match, which operates a bone marrow donor registry. Despite taking a vacation from flying, she displayed remarkable bravery. Roberts opened up about her medical battle so that others may learn about bone marrow treatments and the importance of donation while she endured them. She proceeded with a bone marrow transplant in September. Has the kind permission of her sister Sally and to contribute her stem cells. Roberts was never compelled to join the National Registry, but she persuaded thousands of viewers to do so, leaving a positive and rewarding message for many people in need of organ donations. Roberts turned her ordeal with myelodysplastic syndromes, MSS, and the necessity for bone marrow into a means of bringing hope, inspiration, and transformation to audiences via her courageous and open sharing of her story. After undergoing therapy for myelodysplastic syndromes, MDS, a rare bone marrow illness she contracted as a side effect of her cancer treatment, Robin Roberts returned to Good Morning America on February 20, 2013. She returned to GMA with a flood of emotions, reuniting with her GMA team and, of course, millions of viewers. It has taken me 174 days since she returned her first words before I could say this. Hello, United States of America. Viewers who had been tuning into her show every day responded enthusiastically. In honor of her comeback, the GMA drew 6.1 million viewers, its highest audience share since the 2012 presidential election, that day. Many others were able to feel the hope that Roberts had by virtue of her willingness to go public. Because she allowed cameras to film her treatment, thousands of people signed up to be bone marrow donors. As a result of her efforts, Roberts was honored with the 2012 Peabody Awards. The judging panel praised her public engagement initiative, which brought significant attention to the critical shortage of bone marrow.
The 2013 East Pie Awards, where she received the ESPN Arthur Ashe Award, and the 2019 NBA Sager Strong Award were additional recognitions of her bravery and dedication. She helped individuals in ways that some viewers can only dream of even to this day, thanks to her steely drive and Roberts' superb performance as the smooth-sailing anchor. With all her renewed vigor and innovative spirit, Robin Roberts has returned to Good Morning America and is ready to take on any challenge that comes her way.
She established Rockin' Robin Productions to produce content,
a non-affiliated production firm that ran news specials, sports, live events, and more since then. Among the company's notable and highly acclaimed productions is the brand Robin Roberts Presents.
Among these are Tuskegee Airmen, Legacy of Courage and Mahalia**, a biography about gospel icon Mahalia Jackson that has been nominated for an Emmy.
Roberts expressed her deep personal investment in the historical event, noting that her father was a pioneering African-American soldier. In 2021, Roberts stepped up her film presence with Disney's miniseries Turning the Tables with Robin Roberts, in which she spoke with famous people about their own trauma experiences. In addition to her welcoming personality and fresh perspective, she had the chance to host Jeopardy! As a guest.
Along with her scoop interviews that year, Roberts also secured a major interview with President Obama on Good Morning America.
By taking on these roles and undertaking these projects, Roberts has proven that she is capable of more than merely anchoring, and that her work may have a constructive influence on society. Because of the new opportunities presented to her by her transition from broadcast journalism, her work continues to have an impact on millions of people. In order to pursue her dreams. In addition to her immense film presence, Robin Roberts is widely regarded for her literary prowess.
Plus, she's a multiple-time winner for Screen and Script.
A prolific writer who draws on her own life and athletic experiences to help her target audience, she is an excellent example of this type of author. The significance of her works reveals her experiences and the things she discovered on her journey. Continually, she stresses the possibility of perseverance, coming into one's own, and ultimately succeeding. Sports were the primary emphasis of Roberts' early works, which included A Basketball Year, a look at female sports and challenges in the year 2000, and a guide for female athletes on how and where to go, titled Which Sport is Right for You?
In 2001. After that came Sports Injuries in 2001.
Once again demonstrating her dedication to the young athletes, she instructed them on how to prevent or manage injuries sustained while playing sports.
Roberts started to prioritize self-improvement and resiliency as she moved forward in her work and life.
She detailed her career in broadcasting and used lessons learned to provide guidelines for happiness and success in her 2007 book, From the Heart, 7 Rules to Live By. In 2008, she built upon this with From the Heart, 8 Principles to Life, adding additional insights she obtained from her battle with breast cancer. This was a year later. In her memoir, Everybody's Got Something, published in 2015, she delved into more personal struggles, such as her battle with cancer and the death of her mother. The book emphasized the power of support systems, including faith, among those going through tough circumstances. Roberts dabbled in children's writing in 2011 with the publication of Bedtime Bear's Big Surprise, an illustrated book that encourages children to be friendly and helpful to one another. She most recently published Brighter by the Day in 2022, which debuted with Waking Up to New Hopes and Dreams. In it, she offers readers a message of hope and offers numerous practical recommendations drawn from her personal experience. To be more precise, Roberts did more than just share her tale with readers, she also gave them reason to live through her books. The Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame inducted them in 2016, and they won the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the 2013 ESPYs and the Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism in 2014. That is why Roberts strives to inspire readers and viewers with her upbeat take on life's challenges by drawing on both the good and the negative parts of her own story. As a broadcast journalist and an athlete, Robin Roberts has been a role model for many, and the numerous accolades she has garnered over the years are a testament to her strength. Roberts is still one of the most influential and motivating figures in journalism, despite the awful diseases she has battled and the demands of her prominent position. In 2001, for her coverage of women's basketball, she received her first WBCA award, the Mel Greenberg Media Award. The Billie Jean King Contribution Award came her way in 2004. In 2008, the WNBA gave her the WNBA Inspiration Award for all the work she did to help the young players. Additionally, in 2012, she became a member of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Roberts' 2014 Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism is evidence of her impact and honesty as a journalist. In 2016, 2 years after her groundbreaking work in sports journalism came to light, she was honored with induction into the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame. Roberts' 2015 honorary Harlem Globetrotter designation was the 10th of its kind, and it was a recognition beyond her media career. In 2018, she was honored with the Distinguished Service Award from the National Association of Broadcasters and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Radio Television Digital News Foundation. For her bravery and perseverance in 2019, the NBA presented her with the Sager Strong Award. In March 2019, goalkeeper Alyssa Nair chose to honor Roberts as part of a unique homage in which every player on the U.S. women's national soccer team donned a jersey featuring the name of an outstanding woman.
A plaque commemorating Roberts' 20 years at Good Morning America was placed in Times Square later that year in April.
In 2023, she was named to the Out 100 list, and in 2024, she received the Poynter Medal for Lifetime Achievement in Journalism.
In addition to celebrating accomplishments in the workplace, these medals are symbols of optimism.
The drive and passion that Roberts brings to her work. Thus, Robin continues to motivate a great number of people.
Here is Robin Roberts' true story.